Hi, welcome to In the Studio with Kate. It's week 51. This week I did a whole bunch of stuff, lots of things, getting back to normal. So one of the first things I started doing was Inktober, which is a challenge to do an ink drawing every day in the month of October. I don't know if I'm going to do it every day, but I thought I'd give it a start. So the first one, the prompt was poisonous. The second one I did, trying to think I can't remember what the prompt was, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, there is my picture there, and this was for roasted, that turkey, and then the next prompt was a really bad drawing that I didn't use, so I ended up making this one. It's for spell. Sometimes the drawings turn out crappy and you start over. So this is my one for spell. And today's, I haven't posted yet, but it is a chicken. So that's what I've been doing for the Inktober challenge. This is a little sketchbook by Stillman and Byrne. Their Nova series, and it's all great tone paper, but I'm going to do the whole thing in there. I can show you my fancy little thing with the rubber band. Most sketchbooks I have that last that goes around it. These don't. So I'm so used to that, I really wanted it. So what I do is I just take a rubber band and I put it kind of like in the back cover like this. Okay, and let's see if I can show you how I do it. I just flip it over to the front. When I want it closed, when I want to use it, I flip it over to the back so I don't lose the rubber band and I can still get into the sketchbook and do stuff with it. So that's the stuff with Inktober. And then this Dilutions journal is almost done. Every once in a while I pull it out and I say, oh, you aren't finished. So I reworked this page. It's pretty similar, but I changed the background a lot. It was kind of this color, okay, and then I did all those patterns in there with the white gel and reworked your face a little. And then this was the cardboard piece on this side, so I thought I would just do a little orange collage. No meaning or rhyme or reason about it. I just was working with some scraps in a bag, and I wanted to make something out of it. I've got a couple. I was in my art journal group last night, so I made this little one. I'll probably be doing a little bit more to it, but those are just papers. And I have this one white sheet that I need to do. And then within it, I think there was one more, which I intended to mark before I got on camera, but let's lay plans, right? Let's see if I can't. Hold on, this is really interesting. It's probably going to get collaged over. It has so much paint on it. And then things that I did, it was all these circles. It's sort of interesting. It was all these circles. Okay, can you see them in the background? I thought I had covered them up. I put black paint over this, and then the turquoise one on top, and then the stamping one on top. And the circles that I didn't like keep coming back through. So I imagine I will collage over it. Some pages just do that. You can't get what you like and you keep playing with it, but I'm not sure if there's another one. Oh, this was a month I did for the first last quarter moon. I just did the background dark and put a moon in there, and then did some journaling about how I felt the last quarter moon was telling me. This is another collage I started, and then I have the silhouette, and it's actually painted on the other side, but I liked this. It didn't go with this. I didn't like it. So I turned it over and just used the back side, and I'm probably going to just journal in her form. That's what I've done, some journal pages like that. It's been a while. I think that's probably the last one in this book. Oh, no, there was one more. This is, I had done this background, the paint in the background. And so then I thought, oh, I need to do something on this page. So this is a stencil. That's a stencil. So I stenciled white and then shades of blue on this, then outlined it with carbon ink and white gel pen. Not sure if I'm going to put anything on top of it or just leave it the way it is. Sometimes pages, you know, they evolve and you figure out later on what's going to happen. Oh, I got this piece of washi tape on here that's kind of wonky, but that's all the art I think I have in this book. I'm really close to being finished, so that feels good. The other thing I wanted to share, I know some of you know I'm toying with the idea of doing a class on blackbirds, and one of the things I was going to include in that was the Facebook page of the Raven Master, and the Raven Master is actually, his name is Christopher Scaife, or I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I recently found out that he's written a book. And what the Raven Master is there are ravens at the Tower of London. And there's a legend around them. And the legend is that if the ravens should ever leave, the tower will crumble into dust and great harm will befall the kingdom. So there's actually a man who I think it's 7. I think there's 7 ravens there, who actually is the caretaker for those ravens, and he's called the Raven Master. And he has a Facebook page, and he's always posting these cool pictures. So he has written a book, and it is called The Raven Master: My Life with the Ravens at the Tower of London. So I just got this in the mail yesterday, so I'm really excited to read it. So far, the only thing I don't, well, it's not that I don't like it, but I wish there were more pictures. There's like, I mean, this picture's great. But I thought there would be a lot more pictures of the ravens, because the other pictures are more pictures of the Tower of London, more pictures of this man in his official garb. So anyways, it's going to be kind of cool. Can't wait to read and see what this man's experience is about caretaking for this group of ever important ravens for the British realm. Anyways, I think that's all I have to share today. I hope you're all having a great time creating things in your studio. If you're not, I encourage you to get out there and let's go make some art.